My name is Tina Kordrostami and I'm a councillor at the City of Ryde.
So Tina, can you tell me why you quit the Greens Party last month?
It was not an easy decision to make. However, it has been something that's been weighing on my mind for about 2 years. We are witnessing a lot of alignment amongst the party and oppressive narratives. And this is for the sake of allyship against the genocide. However, it's very dangerous and is promoting this narrative which we have worked so hard over the last 4 decades to clarify. This propaganda that has been spread by the Islamic regime of Iran that expresses itself, portrays itself as a freedom fighter, as a liberator. It's extremely dangerous, and it has completely reversed all the sacrifices and efforts that we have all put in the last 4 decades to clearly express who this regime is. And so today, when I see a protest within the city which has posters of the Supreme Leader being paraded around within the streets of Sydney, the same streets that we all fled to get away from the exact same Supreme Leader. For me, as I come from a community whose voice has been silenced, especially over the last few years with everything that's been happening in Gaza, I had to make a strong stance, and in hope that my decision brings a lot more attention to how serious this situation is. I acknowledge that the Greens have stood against a regime in the past. We had the Women Like Freedom movement, and if the party wasn't so supportive of this movement back in 2022 and 2023, I personally wouldn't be where I am today. I never intended to go into politics. I have my master's in architecture. However, seeing that loyalty and seeing that support, it motivated me to speak up, and we as a community, as a diaspora, we felt seen finally. And yet, 2 years on, we're seeing this sympathizing with the regime taking place. And for me, we start sympathizing when we stop condemning all the perpetrators involved within a circumstance. As an example, if we go to these pro-Palestine rallies, yes, we can't control who attends. However, as a political party, we have the responsibility of clarifying what our position is. Condemning all the regimes, no matter who they are. Even if you look into the crowd and you see supporters of that regime, you still make it clear what your position is. Hamas and Hezbollah are proxies of the Islamic regime. The Islamic regime is responsible for the death of so many innocent people on a daily basis. Till this very day today, it's currently ranked the country globally 3rd in execution rates. This is the regime that we're talking about. How can such a regime be glorified or labeled as a liberator, as a freedom fighter? We need to make sure that this propaganda is not supported, and we need to take that narrative back into our hands.